In our 2009 Extreme Warrior Fights, Chris Walker surprised everybody. He made it through his bracket of 16, and I ended up calling you the little big man that night.
Yes, sir. I try to step in there with anybody, no matter the size or anything. I just like to stand in there and show my skills.
You know, there was no backing up that I saw you do on that night. You had great counter techniques. You had great offensive moves. You were backing up people that were, 50 pounds heavier than you. Do you think your kickboxing skills is what gave you that edge?
I have to say that my kickboxing definitely has to do some with that. Also, ring management. You can't always give up territory. In battle and in combat, you always have to cut off the territory so you are the superior fighter.
Yeah, there was really evident you were actually countering, and you were throwing 2, 3, 4 techniques where most people were used to just stopping after one. Do you think that's a hindrance in the normal point fighting these days?
In today's point fighting, yes, I believe sometimes the follow through and the extra techniques on the back end sometimes either come in after the break is called or a later technique, and it gets you settled in rather than being the first to score. So sometimes that puts a hindrance on it, but we're still fighters at the end of the day, and we always need to be prepared.
No question. Now, in your bracket, you've got Michael Anderson or Alex Lane could come out to fight you. Do you have a feeling about either one of those guys? If you had to fight one or the other, who would you pick?
I know Michael's real fast and Alex is really tall, so, for me, whoever comes out of there, I'm willing to stand and fight with anybody.
That's Chris Walker. Like I say, I dubbed him the little big man, and I can tell you he doesn't really care how big they are or how fast they are when they come in his direction.